Here's a sneak peek at my next electronics package. It's a circuit board that will help detect paranormal activity. It contains a set of 10 different sensors, actually 7 different sensors, and then 4 of them are repeated. It's the ultrasonic distance sensors are repeated. It's got a LCD display and some buttons and an Arduino that controls the whole thing. There are 2 types of sensors on the board, ones that can help detect actual paranormal activity, and there's ones that can detect conditions that may cause a person to feel, perceive, or hallucinate. So if these sensors go off, you would seek additional validation of what you're seeing is real. The sensors that are on the board, there's a barometric pressure sensor behind this connector here, and this one detects a transfer of energy to produce a paranormal event. If the pressure goes down, there might be a chance that there's a paranormal event starting. Similarly, a temperature sensor can do the same thing. If the temperature drops, it's a transfer of energy that may cause a paranormal event to start. There's actually 3 different temperature sensors on this board. The humidity sensor and the barometric pressure sensor also has temperature on it. There's 4 ultrasonic sensors in the corner here. They'll be pointed in the 4 different directions. They can be used to detect solid apparitions, ones which can bounce sound waves off them. They're active sensors, so you'd want to be able to turn those off so you're not interrupting the environment. Likewise, there's also a visible light sensor which can also detect a solid apparition, ones which bounce lights off of them, or ones that generate their own light, or ones that might play with light switches in the room. There's also a sound level sensor here which can detect paranormal activity that might be scraping on a table or bumping into things. It can also detect a activity that is generating its own sound. Then the 2 sensors that can detect environmental conditions which could lead to perceiving that there's something happening or hallucinations. One is a humidity sensor, which when the humidity is high, you can feel spooked out. This humidity sensor can detect relative humidity, but you can calculate absolute humidity from temperature and barometric pressure. And the other sensor that can detect conditions which can be perceived as paranormal is the 3-axis compass, which detects EMF. Let's take a peek at the software here, reading the 10 sensors. You pause it so you can read them. Here's the 4 distance sensors. 2 things are pretty close. The compass, the temperature, the barometer, humidity, max and min, sound levels, and the level of the light. Let's get this thing running again. I got it slowed way down so that you can read it, otherwise it goes by way fast. Let's see if the sound works. Make a noise here. And yep, sure enough, 0 to 10, 23 up there. That's the max min sound from that tap.